Hey, this is Chris Danker with NetScoutsBasketball.com, reviewing another one of Coach Scott Peterman at mensbasketballhoopscoop.com ebooks. And this one today is International Offensive Basketball Strategies. There's a look right there. Learn from the best coaches of the Euroleague, Eurocup, and beyond. Again, Coach Peterman uses fast model software to draw his playbook, which really makes it nice to read. 102 pages. Tons of sets, lots of secondary action if you're looking into that kind of transition game stuff as well as sideline out and baseline out. So some really good ideas for you. One thing just before I kind of go down each thing and why I think it'd be good for you to buy, whether you're a college or high school coach, men's or women's, as well as you international coaches out there, you want to see what your opponents are running. I'm sure you all have good scouting staffs, but just another little piece of the puzzle here to help you coordinate your scouting efforts against your opponents. International game, different than the NBA game. Obviously have similar elements to the college game, but they play just a little differently over there. One thing they do that's really nice, something that I like, is they'll take bits and pieces from play elements and put them together, and the plays tend to be somewhat elaborate, but you could take bits and pieces and use them in your offense as well. I think it's something to be learned, and an example to that is Regal Barcelona. Prior to the last couple of years, a lot of on-ball to double downs, on-ball screen to a double down screen to a baseline double screen into a high-low. So you've got 4 different things there you're working with, and it makes it hard to defend, but these teams are pretty good at executing this type of stuff. Or you'll get what I would call an open set, 4 or 5 men out into flare screens, back screens, and then into a ball screen, pick and roll to a high-low. So now you've got 4 or 5 things you've got to defend there: the open, wide open set, the flare screens, the pick and rolls, and now the high-lows. So something to look for in this playbook. Again, Coach Peterman always does a nice job putting these together, and the diagrams are great using the fast model software. Some of the teams you'll see, again, over 100 pages. You're going to get CSKA Moscow, one of the best teams in the Euroleague year in and year out, and Torre Messina, who's now in Madrid, coaching Real Madrid. But when he was at CSKA, you'd see a lot of guards posting up. The 2 and 3 man would post up off kind of flex screens, baseline screens. Shuffle cut screens. You get a ton of baseline screens, cross screens, little on big, big on little, and a lot of pick to picker type stuff, or what I call T game action, inside triangle, cross screen, down screen, screen the screener stuff. So if you like that kind of thing, look at CSKA Moscow. Dinamo Moscow runs a lot of 1-4 high stuff. It's in here. I mentioned Regal Barcelona, Estudiantes, which is out of Madrid, who I've had the privilege of meeting with before, as well as Real Madrid, and several other Spanish teams are in this playbook. Some really good stuff. Efes Pilsen out of Turkey, Hemofarm in Serbia run good things. 2 teams out of Greece, Panathinaikos and Olympiakos. Panathinaikos is one of the best ball screen teams in the world, and they're sort of like the Orlando Magic in that they can utilize a ball screen. And again, let's take and put these pieces together. They can maybe run some zipper down screening, try to get a guy a quick shot or a quick slip into the post. Nothing there. Now you go into your high ball screen action and space the floor around that action, roll your big to the basket, and then pound it in high-low. It's much like a Dwight Howard situation, but they go from one thing to a ball screen to a high-low better than anybody, which is probably why they were EuroLeague champs. They also do a very good job of isolating the high-low post, using all different sorts of actions to ultimately try to get the ball into the post, which is, again, very, very sound principle and something everybody should consider. And then finally, Benetton Treviso out of Italy. There's a lot in there about their secondary game. They run good old-fashioned turnouts and baseline cuts and those sorts of things out of transition, which is a little bit different. A lot of people here in the U.S. run a lot of that Carolina secondary break, for good reason. But this is something, if you're looking for something different, this might be your answer. So check out International Offensive Basketball Strategies. Coach Scott Peterman, Men's Basketball Hoop Scoop. Again, I'm Chris Danker with NetScouts Basketball. Keep checking back.